What's going on, everybody? Tom Quiet here, live and amplified. I hope you all have an absolutely amazing day. We are back with another Reacts video. Today, it is a podcast clip from Steve-O's Wild Ride. He had Joey Fatone of NSync on, and I saw one of the clips labeled Why NSync Broke Up, so I thought it'd be, hey, let's react to it. I've not seen this interview yet, so let's find out why NSync broke up. All right, here we go. So, I love Steve-O's podcast because he has some of the most eclectic people on his
When
podcast.
does the conversation start happening of NSYNC really starting to split, and why does it happen?
It wasn't even a conversation. I think just from literally going hard 7 years in a row. We were busting our ass for 2.5 years of rehearsing the same 4 songs and not doing shit. Never got a record deal until like almost 2.5 years. So we started in 95. Literally around 97 is when we started with Germany. Left for Germany. Did all the stuff 97, 98, 99. Pretty much 99 came to the States. Was there 2000, 2001? It was done. So, but it was like one of those things where Lance wanted to do fucking be an astronaut in fucking space. He literally got, he got certified being a cosmonaut and everything. Went to Russia. Wouldn't do it in the States, so he went to Russia to do it there. Wow. Justin and JC started writing music together, but they wanted to do kind of their own things. Everybody was just kind of worn out a little bit. And we were like, let's take a break. So Justin was like, I want to write new music. And I think that's where that went to deter, because the record company was like, okay, well, we see Justin as a young solo artist now. It's going to be kind of like a Michael Jackson thing or whatever the case may be.
Oh my God. Remember, he went solo and then JC went solo.
But it's very cliche. But yeah, but like the Five Brothers, the one going away.
Dude, so,
like,
I'm so sorry. I'm trying not to like.
Oh, my light's trying to turn on while this is
because
play.
When Johnny Knoxville did the Bad Grandpa thing, like we didn't know about it,
right?
But there were stories came out on the internet in 2012 of like, Paramount Pictures just bought the domain names Jackass 4, Jackass 4 movie, Jackass 4 Bad Grandpa, like Bad Grandpa movie, like every. So we're like, what is bad? We got a new movie. This is crazy. Like, why didn't they tell us? Then we find out that actually Knoxville's making a movie under the Jackass banner on his own without us, and like.
So how's that really under the umbrella?
Right, like, and I actually like went on to say, like, dude, I remember it as like the time when Knoxville Timberlaked us.
Gotcha. That's exactly it.
That's funny.
I think a lot of people have gotten Knoxville and Timberlake.
Yeah, I was like, dude, Knoxville Timberlaked us. Now I'm the.
I never knew that we could relate to something, and that's something that we can fucking relate to by getting duped by our fucking boys, right? Sons of bitches. But I get it. But it's weird though. It really is when you go. But how is that?
It's
so wild to think how short NSYNC's run was.
Was there any bad blood? Tito. Was there any bad blood after you guys split and Justin
it
was just...
It was just one of those awkward moments of like, yeah, man, cool. And then the record company was really pushing. And what really was, I remember somebody just said this to me a couple days ago, and I wasn't even thinking about it. I was like, and it made me go back to the thought of being there. And I was like, fuck, that's right. Basically, we did the MTV Awards, and Justin was doing his first performance solo. So we were like, okay, we thought, and he was even saying, after we do this, I'm gonna do the tour, us will get back together, no big deal. But I think, and it was weird because I think the record company kept pushing, and they kept separating us. It was kind of weird. So we had to go do the red carpet. He's not on the red carpet with us, just the 4 of us. I'm like, what was gonna be? Well, he's gonna go. I think he was with Brittany at the time. No, it wasn't with Brittany.
Yeah, I think it was post.
So he just went and did the own carpet. I was like, okay, whatever. We introduced his performance. How fucking weird is that? It's like, hey guys, we're here. Here's Justin Timberlake. It's weird. It was like one of those things. And people were like, oh, I mean, honestly, for me, I was proud of him because I'm not a writer. And there's a big difference. I'm a team player when it comes to a lot of that kind of shit. I don't get so upset like, oh man, he duped us. He did that. I'm like, no. If that works, it's going to help us out in the long run for all of us if we're able to do this or do something. We're all going to eat in some way, shape, or form. So it's like, for you, bro, if you're going to do that, go knock yourself out. He blew the fuck up.
Yeah, well, check this out.
And then you go, so what happens now?
Yeah.
Check this out. There's I made this crazy video called "Celebrities I Did Cocaine With."
Okay.
I told this like really like glorious story about Kid Rock.
Okay.
It didn't like make the story because it wasn't as big of a deal, but like I met him and all of this happened in Miami on New Year's Eve as 2004 turned into 2005.
Okay.
And as I was driving down to Miami for this party, it was a Paris Hilton party, and like it's New Year's, so like on the radio, I'm listening to, you know, they're saying, and for the, you know, for the 2004, the highest grossing concert tour was like Metallica, and they grossed like this amount of money. And then like I'm at the party and I just see Kid Rock, and I'm like, oh damn, this is kind of stoked. I started talking to him, and I said to him, because it was just fresh in my mind, I go, man, can you believe Metallica grossed like whatever it was, like $100 million or something? And he hears me say that immediately. He goes, yeah, but those dipshits split it 4 ways. Like I'd take it all myself. I make way more than that.
That's funny.
It's true.
That's funny.
True. That's the other thing. You know, you split it different ways. You're like, okay, wait a minute. And that's why same thing with Justin. It's like, and I would say the same thing. Let's be real. If I did my own brand from the ground up though afterwards, even though okay, we were on, you know, same thing with John. I'm just saying you did your own brand. Yeah. But if you can collaborate, great. But if I'm gonna make my own brand, don't steal my thought. It's weird. I don't want to but I'm a team player. I don't get mad at it. But I'm like, yo, let's do something together. Let's collaborate. If then you do your own shit, let's collaborate.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you try going the solo route for yourself?
Yeah, but for me, again, like I said, I'm always an entertainer. So what happened was, after with NSync, I started doing Broadway. I always wanted to do Broadway. So I did Little Shop of Horrors. I did Rent on Broadway.
You did Food Network, this show,
I hoarded myself out. I did it all.
Yeah.
But it's fun. That's the thing for me is I love, again, entertainment. I love the different things. And what was great about me now is like, I didn't need to do it for the money. It was, is it fun?
So you weren't
it's a cooking show. I love cooking. Let's go.
Yeah.
What's going on with this
You know,
shirt?
so
Is that like a
that's the
Sesame
nice thing
Street
about
shirt,
what I get
or?
to do now is I get to pick and choose. I mean, hey, we're on the Joker's cruise. They ain't fucking paying us shit, really. Come on now. But we're because we love it. It's fun. These guys are fucking great. They're good friends of mine, so I do it anyway for them.
Yeah, and you guys both were on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, dude, you got on there like your early adopter, season 2.
Season 4. Season 4, close, season 4.
Well, then Wikipedia's got you wrong.
No, they got me wrong. It might have been Nick Lachey or some other fucking boy
they
bander.
say.
That's funny.
Yeah, I read it as...
McIntyre might have did too. I think it might have been Joey McIntyre from New Kids.
Okay.
Drew did the first. Don't ask me how I
And you
remember this
said
shit.
that Wikipedia said that you came in second
I did.
place
Correct.
on season 2. I think I read that
Second
right.
place, season 4. And then I did the alum season and got kicked off the second week.
Oh,
That's
wow.
funny.
How far did you make it, though?
I made it 6 agonizing weeks.
Isn't it
And
fucking grueling?
I was absolutely the second worst dancer, but I was
Was
like,
Master P the first? I think Master P's one of them up there, though, too.
Steve Wozniak was on my
Steve's
season.
a good one, too.
Yeah.
But why was it so grueling? I mean, was it like
I mean,
just the dance rehearsals? Was it like that when you were
Yeah,
training for tour?
But even Dancing with the Stars was different because for me, we danced, but nobody critiqued us on it. So dancing and then trying to have somebody correct you
Dancing
tell
for a
you you're
boy
doing
band is
wrong when
completely
usually you're
different
doing things
than
right dancing-wise. You're like,
dance
okay, let me
doing
figure
like
this out. But I didn't know
proper
the Murphy, I
like
didn't know posture
two
and form and all that
one-on-one
shit. My
dancing
body
or
was hurting
partners
because I'd
dancing,
never
whatever.
Felt before. Seriously, it's just awful. But again, I think what's cool about it is we're talking about things for me. Is when you're in a band, you're in sync. You're not identified as anything else. Same thing when you first start, you're Jackass. There's no name really attached to it until you start branching off and doing your own shit. So when I started doing my own things, it just helped me with my stuff and like doing Broadway and then opening up. So Dancing with Stars, one of the things that people saw my personality.
Well, yeah, I mean, even season 4, you're such an early adopter that's the point where Dancing with the Stars was just like absolutely like the Midas touch for reviving.
We got a
careers.
call. Well, I got a call the first season, and I saw the video. And it was called "Strictly Come Dancing in Europe." They called me up and said, "Hey, we'd love for you to do it." I said, "Nah, there's nobody wants to see me dance." Why?
I'm good.
Second season,
Pass.
me and my manager start going, "What are the numbers?"
Yeah.
About 3 or 4 million. Okay, well, third season.
Wasn't JC Chazé on like America's Best Dance Crew or something?
Do you want to come back? 20.
Yeah.
And then we come up, and it was like literally 32 million was I think it was my season 4 or whatever.
Jesus.
And it was like it was one of the biggest ones, which was just cool again. But it's so weird how again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Meaning the show was great before. You see how they started adding more production value to certain things, more different things, which helps it, which is great. But the original content, and the original thing is
What got
the
it there?
celebrity and the pro dancing and critiquing that, nothing else.
I don't even
Fair.
know
Very fair.
how like the production value changed. I just think that like anything else, if you just beat it to death so much, it's just gonna get tired. It just slowed down,
like
you know.
everything.
It slowed down, and when you got on it, it was like really a vehicle for
It was
like
new, brand new, and
for,
people
like,
were, oh yeah.
and it was like prestigious, you know. It was like, oh man, you got to be on Dancing with the
Right.
Stars.
Yeah.
But like as like they kind of beat it to death,
Influencer Billy, it's like who's that guy? I don't know.
Oh yeah, and it started to like show signs of like being the desperate last throes
Right.
of of like,
You knew with
It
a
goes
show
in
like
waves
that,
me.
there
Like,
was
I've
always
watched
going
it
to
a few times,
be,
I don't watch it, obviously,
at
but
some
it's always
point, they were
funny
going to
'cause
start
I
running
have
out of
watched the first
celebrities.
episode a lot of times of whatever the first season is, because you start to watch them and you know how many people are shitting in their pants. They're freaking out. It's hilarious to watch the nerves of people that are usually normally confident.
Oh, dude.
Break.
Dude, I'm perfectly comfortable, like, you know, putting something right up my butt. You know, like
But to do a
wearing
quick step,
but
it's a wrap.
seriously, like, I mean, and I'm like so helplessly Caucasian when it comes to dancing. Like, I mean, there's just no amount
that's
of.
funny.
Who's your partner?
I have the same partner as Lance Bass.
So you had a
Lacey
Lacey
Schwimmer. Yeah.
Lacey's awesome too, but she'll yell the hell. She'll probably yell the shit. She probably yelled at you about a lot of shit.
I mean, you were like, I mean, it's crazy because we think of NSync as like all four guys dancing like perfectly together, like in sync.
Right.
And it never really occurs to you that there's like a weak link in the two because you guys don't all feel like. But in fact, there really was a weak link,
Yeah.
you know. And for you to go on Dancing with the Stars, of course you're gonna go in second place because you actually that was the strength.
Right.
of
I
it.
knew my left and my right, so I kept telling them. But I
Yeah,
was like,
but Lance was kind of exposed, like as if like Nikki Sixx was gonna join,
Right.
like playing bass with the stars.
yeah, he was a deer in headlights in that sense.
Yeah, that's funny.
You know,
But again,
like-
it is. It's crazy to see people, like I said, yeah, you see them break, man, on stage. Like these people, like, dude, I looked up to your athletes are like fucking just they're in it. Any athlete that does Dancing with the Stars, because it's their drive. They've been trained that way, so their fucking focus is
Yeah.
that way. Me, I was like, if we fuck up, let's have fun. Who cares? Who cares?
Was it like that for Broadway, or is that more grueling than
It's
Dancing with the
grueling.
Stars?
I think it's grueling because you're doing 8 shows a week. And you're doing it. I did it for when I did Rent the first time I did Broadway. I want to do it. I had to audition. They're like, well, no, you can get the part. I go, no. What if I suck? So let me audition. So
Right.
let me show you if I can do it. Then you do 8 shows a week, and I did it for 6
Right.
months.
Different dynamic though, because with that you're doing the same thing. It's the
Over,
repetition,
over.
so you're not worried about whether like you're gonna get it right. You're so used to doing it. Of
It
course,
could
you're
happen.
gonna get it right.
It happens.
Yeah, but it's like
Yeah,
Cirque
it
du
happens.
Soleil, like
Right,
those,
but
like
there's not 20 million people watching, and you only have one chance to do
True.
it, and it's like a new dance every week.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're not like you don't have a routine
True.
that you're used to.
Yeah.
It's a
You're
new
learning
dance
something new
week.
every week. You're learning something new for dancing. True. But the thing is, that's what's scary though.
And on Broadway, they're not bringing out a judge of
Tell you what the
assholes
fuck's going
to
on.
like completely crap all over you.
that's
You know, like their job is to make it entertaining by absolutely tearing you to shreds.
Fair.
So
Good
yeah,
times.
so it's uncomfortable. And like, and the night before the season premiere, I was newly sober. So like, it was like the season premiere was like my 1-year anniversary, and like I remember I was still living in my little like dingy halfway house, sober living. And it's the night before. The next day is the live. It's going to be 20 million people watching me on the season, the
What the
season
fuck am I
premiere.
doing?
And I'm like, I can't
scrubbing
sleep.
toilets.
I can't sleep. I'm looking up at the ceiling in my little bedroom, and I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I gotta back out. I'm gonna show up, and I'm just gonna tell them, guys, I'm sorry, but I quit. I just can't do it. And like it was agony. It was pure hell. The agony of how terrified I was,
people
how
can't sleep.
uncomfortable I was, and I can't believe that there haven't been people that actually did back out on the
Right.
day.
One or two, I think one did. I can't remember who it was. It was one season that somebody, just as they were about to come in, somebody came in because they fuck this, I'm not doing it.
Well,
'Cause
that
it
sounds
is,
like
you
it
know,
wasn't on the night of
No.
before. They don't have alternates for the night
No.
before.
That it's just one of the it's in, like I said, when it's in when someone shells his shoes, you feel it's the most nerve-wracking thing when it's out of your element, completely out of your element. And Dance with the Stars is one of those things, I think, for a lot of people.
It's just the fact that it's live.
That's
20
funny.
million people are watching. I'm terrible
You
at
fuck
it.
up, you fuck
and
up,
like
that's it.
even worse, like when you're newly
It's so
sober,
interesting
you're
to
just
listen
so
to these people
emotionally
talk
afraid.
about
You're just like,
You're like,
being
Yeah,
nervous
yeah.
and know
Day
they've
one
been in
being
front of millions
exposed
of
to nerve.
people
It was
throughout
like
their
the
careers,
most like
doing the
ill-advised thing. I
wildest
thought it'd be
shit.
safe, you know. I thought it'd be safe. Like, oh, I don't know if I should be in entertainment anymore, you know. Like now, it's like I'm supposed to live a spiritual life and deflate my ego. Like, what's being Steve-O from Jackass gonna do? Like, how's it gonna work? I'll test it out with Dancing with the Stars. Nothing could go wrong. I rehearsed down the road. I don't have to be crazy.
Just fucking
Just
freaks
dancing.
out.
And then all of a sudden, wait a second, you know.
Fair.
And then it finally hit. Yeah, no, it's again, it's one of those eye openers, and it's so funny because so many people have called me up and say, "Hey, they asked me to do Dance with the Stars. What do you think?" I've had so many other celebrities. I'm like, dude, just do it. What is it gonna do? Well, I don't know. My career. Who gives a? This is not your career. Dancing, if you're, you know what I'm saying? Certain athletes.
But that's the
Fair.
thing is
That
it's
is a-
shot
that
in
is
the
a fair
arm for
take.
your career
Fair take.
because it's putting you in front of millions of people.
Why not do
to
it?
give you like
Fair take. Very
you know,
fair
give you
take.
exposure. Like remind
Again,
people of you.
it opened up my demographic.
And dude, all of a sudden, like you can't eat at old people's
Sizzler.
happy hour.
Ponderosa.
Wait, what do you call that? Like a happy hour for old people, the early bird special.
Early bird
There you go.
special.
Yeah.
The
That's
Denny's.
funny.
Yeah, you're getting mobbed by old ladies at the early bird.
It is. It's true. Because
Yeah.
one time I saw a family legitimately came up. The lady was like, the woman was like, "Oh my God, do you know who he is?" And the kids are like, "Huh?" So he's from NSync. And the grandma was like, "No, he did Dancing with the Stars."
Yeah.
And so it was like 3 or 4 different things. They're like, "No, he did The Masked Singer." I was like, "Okay, cool."
Cool.
So that's the fun thing about my career. Thank God that it's spanned over so much different
Yeah.
demographics and stuff.
Yeah.
That I'm still able to do.
That's the
certain
cool
things and
thing.
so
It's
far
like
doing
when
it
you have a
myself,
career
which
that
is good.
See, that's
prolongs
how
so much that
talented
different people know you from different things, and you're
Tom
not just typecasted as, the guy from
The
this.
producer of
He
all
was,
that
he was
shit.
the host.
He's the
Yeah,
host
The
of
host.
Dancing
Like,
with the
Wasn't he? Didn't he do America's Funniest Home Videos too?
the
And-
American he's like the gold standard of a
host, a pinnacle host that gets it. He the underlying tones on things that he says,
Yeah.
some things that he said,
Yeah.
just the delivery on everything. I'm trust me, they should have brought his ass back. He's great.
I can't believe that. I didn't
Tom, we
even know.
miss you, bro. Seriously, be watching this, what you would probably
Yeah,
know,
what's he
but we love
doing now? I mean, he's
I mean,
creating
dude,
the
like-
next
Collecting
biggest.
checks, chilling. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I've no
I
idea,
wish I
but
was
he's
collecting
just, I
checks,
consider
chilling.
Him like,
He's the best.
yeah, like Rodney Mullen of skateboarding is. The,
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
all he is. People exactly when you meet him too. You're always
Yeah.
like, okay, this guy's the host. What the fuck? He's great. He really is. He's just he gets it. He just gets it. What I love about him.
He impressed upon me early the importance of daily meditation.
Oh really? No
yeah,
good.
Yeah, and then I'm a big fan of that. Okay, so now recently, like, it shocked the world. There's a new NSYNC song for the new
Who
Trolls
knew?
movie.
Yeah, Trolls 3 came
So,
out.
like, I mean, not that we wouldn't have like wanted to have you on like at any time, but it's just so exciting that right in this moment,
Right.
like, NSYNC has reared
It's
its
weird.
its
Yeah,
head.
we came
Number
from
one
the
on
depth.
iTunes.
Yeah, NSYNC is back, and
That's-
like
that's
they
funny.
got a new song, and there's rumblings of a new tour, and like.
And they're
it's,
like, when? And everybody's like, we don't know.
I mean, the thing is though that like Kid Rock said, like why split it 4 ways? In your case, what 5 ways?
5
You know,
ways.
So like when you could keep all the money yourself, and from the perspective of
Fair.
like the label.
Yeah, but
or
if you could
whatever,
do
like, the
more
management, like, you
numbers
gotta, like, it's there's
as
that
a
many more
band
hotel
than you could
rooms,
by
that many more
yourself, then it's
babysitters,
kind of
that
a
many
net
more-
positive
so,
It
like,
adds up. It adds up. It adds
Yeah,
up. I mean,
so-
you see Backstreet going out right now. Half the time when they go out, they don't got a band.
yeah,
Why? It's cheaper.
Right.
I'm just saying, just travel and everything.
Right.
But it's. That's what you're saying. I'm sorry. Drop.
No, I mean it's just there's incentive on all sides for if you can get away with one person doing it, then why the hell would you do it with 5?
I think what it is as far as us doing. For me, I can only speak for
You don't
myself,
wanna
but I
beat
think
a
the
dead horse,
nostalgia
though.
wise of it,
Yeah.
why not do it?
There you go. Nostalgia.
Yeah, money wise would be freaking amazing. It'd be crazy just because again, a lot of people haven't seen it. We're the only group I think, as far as any boy band, hasn't gotten back together.
Do you like shopping on Amazon?
That's fair. That's very fair. I had never thought of it, but it makes sense because, like, even though NSYNC and Backstreet Boys broke up like right around the same time, Backstreet Boys got back together throughout the years. Where NSYNC, it's just been a clean break. It's like Justin went solo, JC went solo, and everybody else just kind of went and did their own things. And they're the only ones that haven't gotten back together. That's wild. But, I think once they do get back together, or if they do get back together, that's just going to lead to more, people wanting to go see it. Like if they get back together and go to a concert or do like a world tour, like Spice Girls did, Backstreet Boys, New Kids, all these people, it's going to mean something more because they haven't bastardized it. They haven't done it 3 times already. So it'll be interesting. I enjoyed that clip, honestly. It was really interesting to listen to them talk. They started off talking about how the band broke up, which was what initially drew me in. and then kind of going through, you know, the life after NSYNC, and then, you know, getting to the nowadays. Definitely an interesting take. I've always loved Steve-O's podcast. I don't listen to it nearly enough, but when I do, always got some really interesting people on. But I think we're going to wrap that there today. If you guys have any questions or want to suggest a video to react to, please keep it music themed, whether it be about a musician, yada yada. You get what I'm saying. But yeah, other than that, y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.